look there at the high-rise towers of Miami. It's the Braves and Marlins next. From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. Justin Upton will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 4-10.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Here it comes, 2-1. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike two.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Chris Johnson will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. Fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to Wigginton's in time, and there are two gone now.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go, so that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Freddie Freeman will step forward now, currently third in the National League batting race to begin play. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. And they'll have to face one of the tougher assignments a team could be handed, the difficult-to-solve right-hander Chris Medlin. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. Donovan Solano will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jordany Valdespin waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. I gotta tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Jordany Valdespin will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Johnson is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Following the walk, he had to be thinking he'd get maybe a, one of those get-me-over fastball or something else good to hit on the first pitch. But, this winds up being an easy pop-up that probably should have been avoided.
Greg Dobbs will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and 1 away now. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Ty Wigginton will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Domit is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Jason Hayward will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in, the veteran catcher Ryan Domit. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in here looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Payoff pitch coming. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Rob Brantley will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
Here's a 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Makeup call there?
I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Ugla's throw is right there for the first out.
Batting 6, center fielder, Brian Bogasevic.
Brian Bogasevic digs in at the plate. And that misses inside 1-0.
Come on, Marlins! Here we go.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Marcell Ozuna will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Check swing and a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Adeiny Echeverria will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. In there for strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt there, but Domet able to keep it at his feet. Hard hit down the line. Foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Jose Fernandez will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Marlins strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Dan Uggla will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Now the 2-1 here to Ugla. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Leadoff man retired in the inning for B.J. Upton. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here's the 2-2 home. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Chris Medlin will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves.
Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. It was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in, and he's saying, what's so hard about this?
Justin Upton will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. In there, and it's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, you watching the same game up here?
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Oh, that's wrong. That's so wrong. Overrated.
From the stretch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Donovan Solano makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Donovan Solano.
And here's the first pitch. First pitch in there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Jordany Valdespin will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to 3rd to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen even if the throw is on target. But you see the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
And he comes with the curveball, but this is grounded foul. The 2-2 one more time. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Greg Dobbs dig in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to take the lead here in the early going. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Now the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Catch is made by Upton. Here comes the runner home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
And against a guy like this, wow, you'll take any run you can get. So that was a good job of manufacturing the run here.
Ty Wigginton will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Outside, 2-1. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Rob Brantley will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Sharply hit towards the hole, and it's going to get through. A base hit. In with it now is Upton, and they'll have to hold the runner at third base.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. These guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over it.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. Simmons on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. Miami's out in front, 2-0. Chris Johnson will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Third baseman, Chris Johnson.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fouled back. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Freddie Freeman will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Wigginton's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder,
Jason Hayward will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Let's go, man!
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Let's go, that was a mistake!
And this time the fastball's by him, and that'll even things out at 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Again, a 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves nothing. Marcell Ozuna will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
For the Marlins, right fielder, Marcel Osuna.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. A leap at the wall by Upton, but he can't bring it back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, pitcher Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez will dig in with one in and one away. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
Here we go.
And this catches the outside corner, strike one. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
The 1-2 with one away. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Donovan Solano will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. And that's taken for strike one.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more, courtesy of the solo home run. We played 4. It's 3-0 Miami. Ryan Domit will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher Ryan Domit.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
Get out of here, Brave.
is for the second baseman, Solano. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Andrelton Simmons will try it again. He flew out his first time. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up way up there toward the center of the diamond. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. Dan Uggla will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
And a swing and a miss as Uggla falls behind here quickly, 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another zero.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Ball three. 3-2 now.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
3-2 pitch. And he got him. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 3-0. Jordany Valdespin will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Left fielder, Jordany Valdespin.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Medlin's pitch is swung on and hit to Simmons out at short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman,
Greg Dobbs will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. First pitch to him. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Coming on fast as he makes the basket catch.
The batter, first baseman.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And here's the first baseman, Ty Wigginton. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Miami down in order. They lead it 3-0. B.J. Upton will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he swings under the curveball here as this is popped up. Back behind second. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Gerald Laird will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Here comes Fernandez, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
1 out, nobody on. And this is in the dirt as it's swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Justin Upton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch on the way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
Just the 2nd hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Chris Johnson will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
All right, Marlins.
Swinging a high chopper. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One left for Atlanta. Still down 3-0. David Carpenter will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, David Carpenter.
Rob Brantley will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Catcher, Rob Brantley.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Ball 2. Opposite field to left. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. He'll get it into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. Jordan Schaefer is going to have to enter the ball game here as he'll take over in left following the injury.
Number 17, Jordan Schaefer.
Brian Bogusevic will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Center fielder, Brian Bogusevic.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
One strike.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Marcell Ozuna will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. In the air to straightaway center field. Hayward is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
And now, looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
Adeiny Echeverria stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled straight back. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3. Come on.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Hit on the ground towards first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. We're through 6 full. The Marlins on top, 3-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Freddie Freeman will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Jason Hayward will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch coming. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here comes the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Ryan Domit will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Come on, cut that runner down.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Andrelton Simmons will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Hayward holding tight. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Off and running is Hayward. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Let's go. Shut him down.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw to Wigginton is in time, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Jose Fernandez will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
But he's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And this is reached for and fouled away off to the right as the count moves to 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
The 2-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Now batting.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's the second time he struck out in the ball game, and it's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Look into dome it. Now the 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Carpenter with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are two down.
Strikeout and a soft liner here. And he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Now the speed.
Jordany Valdespin will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Go, Marlins. Here we go.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Dan Ugla will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Here comes Fernandez, 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. It's shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
B.J. Upton will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
1 out, nobody on. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jose Constanza will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 now. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Nope. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Full count pitch on its way. Center field. Bogusevic is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Johnny Venters is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Johnny Venters.
Greg Dobbs will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point.
Third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Ty Wigginton will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Schaefer has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
The catcher, number 19,
Rob Brantley will dig in. He doubled his last time. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is a sinker, swung on and missed. 1-1. Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. The throw into second, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Brian Bogusevic will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And this is swung on and bounced out to Ugla at second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to South Florida following this. Jordan Schaefer will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
left fielder, Jordan Schaefer.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Chris Johnson will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Come on now, let's get the K here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Watch for movement.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this game just got a little more interesting. This is a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Braves have made this a 3-2 game now.
This is a situation where you throw a fastball by a guy once, you start thinking, I can do it every time. But once he got a good read on what that thing looked like, he was ready for this one.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings, as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Freddie Freeman will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Freddie Freeman.
And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Dobbs is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth, as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Jason Hayward will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
So the Braves down to their final out now. And standing in, the veteran catcher Ryan Doman. Now here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the ninth. You cannot put that tying run on base.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Boy, if there's one thing you don't want to do when you're an out away from sewing up the ball game, this is it. Now you put the tying run on base, so all it'll take is a ball in the gap to even this thing up.
Andrelton Simmons will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Good job there to shut the door as they wind up ending the month on a winning note.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-2. So long from South Florida.